Hey Lewis, it's Chris. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a few different things that you can use to bring more customers right to your business. Now you're probably sitting there asking yourself, why would I even be making this for you and what's in it for me? The answer is oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation that they have with hiring someone is they don't know who is and who isn't an expert. And sadly, there are way too many companies out there that will just make all these false promises and not follow through on them. And they'll just take your money. So I found that by giving people a free attack plan of actual things they could do to make an impact on their business, that's resulted in some of those local business owners still asking for my help with this. So by the end of this video, you like what you heard, and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that could truly help you and your company, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of the day, you just want to take this free attack plan I gave you and do it for yourself, that works for me too. I just would appreciate a little bit of feedback if that is the case still. So now let me show you 3 things that are going to set your company above your competition. And the first thing I'm going to go over with you today is content. And we're talking about content in the sense of a website. So the first 2 strategies are going over how to actually create a website that's designed to constantly filter you in a consistent stream of customers. And the last strategy you don't need a website for, but it pairs up so well with the first one, you'll know by the end of this video just why that is. But first off, looking at your page, I can tell you do some awesome work. I don't know if you're necessarily mobile. It looks like you're set up in a garage, which is awesome. You got all your equipment and everything. And dude, I could tell you're hustling because there's a lot of people that like this page and a lot of people that like your work. And 14 reviews, might not seem like a lot to the average person, but with the amount that I've seen, this is actually quite a bit. So you're already doing an incredible job with everything, but I'm hoping the strategies I share with you today are going to be able to help you take your business up to the next level. So let's look at your biggest competitor in your area, and that's the auto spa. So getting right into it, page content is made up of the words, the images, and text behind the images called alt text that make up a certain page of your site. You need, when you get a website, at least 1,500 words to be properly optimized with Google. And this is also going to give you a lot more opportunity to fill in with some buyer intent keywords that you're trying to rank and get business for. What a buyer intent keyword is a word or phrase searched into Google that indicates the person is ready to make a purchase of your services. So a good example of that would be, auto spa Muskegon, or car detailers Muskegon, any of those specific keywords that, the person's obviously looking to get a detail job done and they're in your area. So they're not national keywords, somebody on the other side of the country looking to get a detailing job done and they hit you up and, they're like, hey, where are you located? And you're like, oh, just like 500 miles away. But I'm really good. You should still stop by. Like, it doesn't really work. Like, going back to content though, why do you think Wikipedia is always at the top when you look for a topic? Because they have the most relevant and authoritative content and Google rewards them for that. Google also has bots that will sweep your page to look to see if you're the best match with what's being searched. And this is another reason why content is king, and it's the easiest and fastest way to rank for literally anything. So if we look at their front page, this is not 1,500 words, which makes this extremely beatable. And it might look pretty, but if it's not solidified, it could be taken out very, very quickly. Now, the second very important thing when it comes to optimizing your online presence are backlinks. What a backlink is super simple. It's just another website linking to yours somehow through theirs, either through text or a button. So if I clicked on this and it brought me up to your website, that would be an example of this website sending your website a backlink. And this is what gives your website authority. So go into a little bit more detail. I'm going to go into a tool I use called Ahrefs that gives you the breakdown of a performance of a website. So not all backlinks are created equal. You want backlinks, you want websites that are powerful linking to you to show Google that you have more authority, because Google sees it just like a popularity contest. You also want them to be relevant because they work a lot more effectively if they are. For example, if you had any kind of automotive or detailing websites linking to you, that's going to do a lot more for you than, let's say, Pizza Hut, because you don't link pizzas for a living, right? I mean, if you do, I'm making this video for the wrong person. You could probably just stop watching right now. But if you see how many backlinks they have, they really don't have anything. They don't have content. They don't have backlinks. They're just doing more than anybody else in your area is. So they're filling the massive gap that's there because they're the only ones doing it. And if we look at some of their keywords, they're getting about a little over 200 new leads every single month. And as you can see, this is a good number, all right? Because if half of those people turn into consistent customers for you, what could you do with another 100 jobs every single month? What could you do with another 30 or 40 jobs every single month? And that's the kind of opportunity that you have here using these techniques. So let's look at some of their keywords real quick. So this really is not a great one to rank for. The near me's, not a great keyword to rank for. The next strategy I show you, that's going to tell you how to rank for all of those different near me, nearby, around me, those different types of keywords. But the ones that you do want to rank for, auto spot, like this one would be a good one. Let's see, auto detailing, that would be a good one. Auto spot would be a good one. So 100 searches on average every single month. This one's getting 40 on average every single month. This one's getting 30 on average, and the list goes on and on. You're more than welcome to pause this video at any point and just count out the numbers. But you're talking about an extra, like I said, potential for 100 plus jobs every month, more on top of what you're getting from your social media, because this strategy actually puts your business in front of the face who is looking for people with your services. So it's not, word of mouth. It's not handing out business cards. It's literally putting you out there to the person who is looking for it. So it's connecting you and the consumer. So there is, they're looking for detailing in their area and they look it up and you're the first person they see and you got good reviews and they give you a call, and it's as simple as that. And then boom, you have a new customer. You're not having to go out and constantly find your next business. And think about what that could do for you and your family, right? If you had all of this, because it's 100 plus, because then you throw different services in there and you have different ranking capabilities. Or you can also rank for the different keywords that aren't in Muskegon, right? Because there's other areas out there. So if you did want to go into other areas and branch off, you could do that as well. So now let's look at a Google search. This amazing tool right here is called the Google Map Pack. And the reason why I love it so much is it's so diverse, because you can rank for multiple different areas. It captures all the near me's, all the nearbys, because Google actually looks for a location. And when you type in near me, it's going to link that person up with who is near them. And if you have locked down that area, it's going to send you to them, right? So it allows you to capture a lot more market space and give you faster results. So that's I love this strategy so much. But many people go here first to find a business that fills their needs, and that's why another reason why it's so awesome. And getting ranked in the top position typically means 40 to 50% higher call volume, not just search volume, actual calls to your business, than top organic ranking alone. Top organic ranking would be right here. So what gets you ranked here is having a stronger and a larger citation profile than your competitors. And a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number submitted word for word in directories such as Yelp and Yellow Pages. And there are some other ranking factors here, including the quality and the power of the citations, the optimization of the Google My Business profile itself, the number of Google reviews, and how you're rated on Google. Most importantly, though, is how well you're ranking organically on a search. But with that being said, even if you're not on the first page or in those top spots, it's going to be a little bit harder, but not impossible by any means whatsoever to rank in that top position with everything else that I gave you. So just to recap everything that we went over, content. Your front page needs to have at least 1,500 words with properly filled in buyer intent keywords that you're trying to rank and get traffic for. And your service pages or service area pages should have about 500 to 750 words using the same strategy. Your backlinks need to be more relevant, more powerful, and more numerous than your competitor to show Google that you are the authority. And you want to have about 200 to 300 citations to beat out your competition by a landslide, or just substantially more than your top competitor. Now, with that being said, if they have 300, you're going to want 500. If they have 50, you're going to want 150, because the game's all about domination. And if you implemented all of these strategies today, you can become number one on Google for your business and reap the reward with a ton of new paying customers, more money, more growth, and more freedom in your life. Lewis, I hope you liked the video at least half as much as I enjoyed making it for you. You can either go with this information I provided you today and just do it on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. But if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself a lot of time and energy that could be going towards servicing these new customers, getting it done better and faster, let's set up a time to talk, my man. With that being said, Lewis, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.